What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of TEW Confrontational. My name is Ty Warkenthien, here with my little brother, Evan Warkenthien, and we're back at you with episode number 10 of TEW Confrontational. And we got a lot to talk about today. We didn't really get a touch on many sports last episode with the Women's History Month one. And so we're going to touch a little bit more and dive into a little bit more about sports in this one here because we missed a lot last week. But let's just jump right into it. Let's just start off with the TEW Confrontational March Madness Bracket Challenge.
Got a winner.
We do have a winner in first place with had UConn actually winning it. We have Flip 25. And so not sure who that is, but if you want to reach out to us, comment in the comments of the video or DM us or something on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. But yeah, with a total score of 110 points, with UConn winning it all, they won the TEW Confrontational Tournament Challenge.
Congratulations. I think that's I don't know how you could pick UConn.
Right. Well, I mean, so UConn at the beginning of the season,
they were ranked, right?
Yeah, they were top three for the start. I think they even started out the season undefeated or just had one loss for like half the season. So they were ranked number one midway through the regular season.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no one really thought UConn would be there, but they played really well. I mean, Sagano had 17 and 10 in that championship game. So yeah, UConn beat SDSU or San Diego State University 76 to 59. And yeah, UConn national championships for men. What did you think about the game? Did you watch?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I don't know. I thought UConn was just too big.
Yeah.
And if SDSU wanted to make a run, they had to shoot from the behind the arc, and they weren't. A lot of their shots weren't falling.
Yeah, it looks like honestly for most of the game they had a basket or like a net over the basket, or like a lid over the basket.
Lid over the hoop.
They couldn't make anything like that. Bradley kid went 0 for 4 from
20,
three.
Number 20, yeah.
Yeah, he only had 8 points. He was 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 for 9 from the field. So not a great game from.
Yeah, he didn't step up when they needed him to. Cause we were watching like the game before. He was on fire. The number 20, that Bradley dude.
Yeah,
he was on fire. So he didn't. Obviously, he played. Sure. He played. That game mattered. Obviously, the Final Four game, but in the championship, you need to step up, and he wasn't able to do that.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, Adama Saganu was 17 and 10. Jordan Hawkins for UConn was 16 points and 4 rebounds, and then Tristan Newton 19 and 10. Those were the leading scores for UConn. So just announced, it wasn't even a really close game. UConn was in control most of the game. There was a spurt there in the second half where nothing was falling for them either. Like 4 or 5 minutes, nothing was falling for them either, and that's when SDSU made that run, like a 16-point run to bring it within like 6 or something like that. And that was with like 8 minutes left in the game, and then UConn just kind of pulled away. So
yeah, I think a stat was that UConn they beat every team by double digits.
Yep.
I think the lowest was 13 versus Miami.
Yep, all the games.
And then they beat them by 16 last night. UConn beat SDSU by 16, I think it was.
Yep, 59-76. Yep. So I mean, yeah, great game from UConn. They just look like they're the most dominant team in the tournament just by winning double digits every game and
just being dominant.
Yeah. So congratulations to UConn. That's their 5th national championship. So they're actually tied with Duke and Indiana for the most championships. You know who so that's tied. So there's 3 teams ahead of Duke, UConn, and Indiana. What are those teams? Do you know?
I do. Maybe UNC. Are they not ahead? No, I don't have any idea.
Oh yeah, UNC is ahead. UNC has 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say
UNC has 6.
UNC is a powerhouse.
And then the other one is Kentucky with 8, and then UCLA with 11.
Okay.
So yeah,
I mean, UConn's kind of turning into be like they have been basketball school. Girls they think they have 9 or 11. I can't remember.
They went like 14 years where they like that on that streak with national championships, like great records and everything like that. They were solid for 14 years, and then they lost. Yeah, and then they kind of didn't really do anything.
And I remember I think it was in 16, or maybe I'm wrong. It got to be earlier than that when what's his name hit that game winner.
Kemba
Walker.
Yeah. So I mean, UConn's been good. They have the most national championships in the last 25 years. Indiana had 2 with Bob Knight since 1998 or something like that. And so so it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. yeah, congratulations to Flip. Was it Flip 25? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so hopefully he or she's able to reach out to us and so we can get them paid.
Because $150 to first place. So again, congratulations to Flip 25 on winning.
Yeah, so please reach out so we can get your
Confrontational Podcast March Madness Bracket Challenge.
Yep.
And then in second, we got Big Blue 096 with 660 points. They had Gonzaga winning it, but $50 to them. So I'm not sure who Big Blue is either. So if you guys want to get paid and want the money that we're giving out,
come forward.
Reach out, let us know who you are so we can get paid. And then if you want to be on the podcast, what have you, you definitely are welcome on, and we can go over why you picked UConn or so on and so forth.
Kind of whatever they would like to talk about. I mean,
right.
Down for anything.
With anything. Yeah, exactly. And then on the other side, so men's tournament, UConn won. On the other side, LSU versus Iowa.
Yeah, I mean,
that was a hell of a game too on Monday night.
Yeah.
LSU, not obviously, but LSU did end up winning that game 102-85.
Crazy.
I think was the final score. Yeah, 102-85. What'd you think about that one?
I thought that was. Personally, I enjoyed that game a lot more than I did the men's game.
Yeah, 100 points by one team. That's a lot of points to be put up.
Kind of following, I was going for Iowa, but kind of following the Caitlin Clark story, her story, balling out, having a great tournament, had 40 points or 41 and a triple-double.
Yeah, she had a triple-double.
And then in the game after, she had a 41 double-double.
Yeah.
And then she had 30 in the championship game with like 8 assists.
Yep.
That was fun. And then, I thought it was overall a great game. I was rooting for Iowa, but who are you cheering for?
I was rooting for Iowa. Not a huge fan of like the LSU head coach, Mulkey.
Yeah, Kim Mulkey.
Kim Mulkey. I mean, granted, she's great. I did a little bit of research on her. Like, so this is her second season as LSU's head coach. She started in 2020. In that 2019 to 2020 season, before she got there, LSU went. I have it here. They didn't
have very many wins. Yeah, I saw that stat.
No, yeah, they went 9-15 or 9-13. Granted, it was the COVID year, so I mean there wasn't as many games. But she came in, and then the first season she was head coach, went 26-5 and lost in the second round of the national of the tournament to Ohio State, and then she goes 34-2 and wins the national championship the second season. She
was constantly in the ref's ear.
Right, and I didn't. Yeah, there's video.
Constantly.
There's video of her actually on the court
running into
the ref. Like that's technical for sure.
They didn't call that, and then they called the technical on Caitlin Clark for throwing the ball behind her back.
Yeah, and I watched it. It is a technical. It's a delay a game, and I think they already got a delay a game earlier, and so that's a technical. Yeah, but
that's I think the refs.
But in the heat of the moment, obviously, Caitlin Clark. Yeah, I have to be smarter, but I would do it too. Like anybody that's competitive.
I mean, even the commentators were saying that was not technical worthy.
Not in the heat of the moment. I don't think that's blow the whistle.
And that big of stage.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, the refs were kind of a major factor. I didn't think the refs were great. Everyone was in foul trouble, so none of the stars like Angel Reese was sitting out pretty much the whole first half. Alexis Morris was sitting out pretty much the whole first half with foul trouble. And then on Iowa side, you had the two big girls, Warnock, and then. I have her name here, but I don't know how to. Yeah. It's Monica Shinano.
Cesano. Yeah, it's one. It's Ano something.
Yeah, but so
something Ano.
Yeah, but McKenna Warnock and Monica Cesano.
And then Caitlin Clark also had 2 quick fouls right away.
2 quick, and then she played with one, and then got another foul, and then got a technical right after that.
4 of them, or 3 of them. Like the 2 people you just mentioned, and Caitlin Clark, they had 4 fouls halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, but so did LSU though.
Yeah.
So Alexis, and there's just so many touch fouls.
Then that Subzano or whatever,
offensive.
She ended up fouling out.
Yeah, and that was her last year. That was her senior year.
And there's still 7 minutes left or 6.5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, she played well. I mean, it's tough to. It was a very touchy game. Like the refs controlled the whole entire outcome of the game, which is unfortunate in that big of a game. But
hate to see it.
But yeah, speaking of LSU though. Angel Reese, did you see her like this?
So she did that. You can't see me. Behind the scenes, Louisiana. Yeah, she did the same thing. It's just part of the game. I like it. I know I saw a lot of comments on like Twitter saying like classless. I know Dave Portnoy tweeted like this classless piece of shit. No, it's just part of the game. I mean, that's called being a competitor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's what make the game. It's fun for the crowd to watch. It makes the games more enjoyable. I like that edge to some players, or some players have, so it makes it a lot. I like it.
Yeah, and Caitlin Clark commented after the game. She didn't mind it. It was all in the spirit. And
it's just like, competing.
Yeah. I mean, tough to see Iowa go down though. But Caitlin Clark, she's not even. What is she?
Junior. She's a junior.
So
she has one more year. And she did say after the game that she was going to come back for her senior year.
Yep. So is she going to Iowa? I know I was watching Pat McAfee today.
Yeah.
And they were
West
saying
Virginia.
That,
because he's just a West Virginia alum.
Yeah, exactly. But that'd be kind of sweet with the transfer portal. West Virginia's got a new head coach and everything, and so who knows?
And I think that game, even just the women's tournament, I think brought a lot of eyes to women's sports in general, or definitely women's basketball.
Well, 9 this was the most watched women's NCAA tournament.
Crazy.
The final game was 9.9 million views, million viewers. So that's pretty sweet. You got to see Jasmine Carson go off for 21 in the first half. That was incredible. She was perfect. She was 7 for 7 and 5 for 5 from downtown at that buzzer beater.
I got something cool too. I think she was I can't remember 4. There's a player in LSU for the woman that her name is
Johnson.
Flajay Johnson. She's not just a rising star on the court, but she also has a record deal with Rock Nation.
Yeah.
She became the first rapper to receive a gold buzzer on America's Got Talent.
Well, did you hear? So her dad.
Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, he was a he was a rapper. I don't know how big of a rapper, how famous of a rapper he was, but he was a rapper. And then passed away, and now it was a crazy story. I think he got shot or like.
Yeah, I'm not sure the whole
murdered.
The whole
she
story.
Was there, like she was when her dad was murdered. She was there.
I'm not sure.
A couple of people like came after and took her after she was sitting there for.
Damn.
I remember reading that story, but I can't remember the exact details.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah, that's pretty cool that she won. She got the gold buzzer on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, and then I also saw, Alexis Morris, the girl that took over in the second half, that not completely shut down
Morris,
Clark.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
The point guard that just kept pulling up mid-range.
45, number 45?
Yeah, I think 45. She just kept pulling up mid-range. She was the point guard. She had the ball in her hand majority of the time.
Yeah.
She finished with, let me see.
20-something, right?
Yeah. She finished with 21, 9 assists.
Yeah, because she only had 2 points in the first half.
Yeah,
first half, and then she had
19 in the second. So she took over. That's pretty much why they won the game.
They could not miss.
Do you know that she and then the Jordan Hawkins on UConn, they're cousins.
Really?
And they both, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
So her, Alexis, god dang, I keep getting names mixed up.
It's a lot of names.
Alexis Morris and then Jordan Hawkins are cousins, and they both won a national natty tidy. So that's pretty sweet.
That's pretty cool.
Family. So crazy March Madness. I thought like a lot of upsets in men's and women's.
It was fun to watch. Like it's always fun it was a lot more exciting, I thought, to watch the beginning of the March Madness. I don't know if I wasn't really interested. Maybe because my team was busted, but
yeah, for sure.
Also I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, having like a lot of those good teams like Kansas, Alabama, not in at least competing in the Final Four, it was kind of shitty. But
yeah, you didn't have like the Duke, Kansas, UNC.
You didn't have your typical teams.
Or Kentucky. Those are the four, and that's like the first time in the past, like I think 18 years that none of those teams have been in the Sweet 16 or something like that. I think that stat was.
Yeah, but overall, I mean, shit, it's something fun to watch for 3 weeks.
Hell yeah, it definitely is. This is probably one of my favorite times of the year. And with that being said, once March Madness ends, you're kind of turning into like kind of the off season of football and everything. We got the draft coming up on April 27th.
Yep, and that's in Kansas City.
Yep, at Union Station down in Kansas City. But there's already been like mock drafts released, like who's going like top 10 or whatever, And so with that trade, I know we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. Chicago Bears traded the number 1 overall pick to Carolina.
Yep.
Who do you have going number 1 to Carolina?
I don't know. I'd probably say Bryce Young.
Yeah. I mean, so Todd McShay, do you know who that is? He's ESPN analysis.
Todd McShay. Okay, I'm thinking of McVay. No, I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah, so he released his mock draft, and on his mock draft, he does have Carolina picking Bryce Young.
Yeah, I think Bryce Young
is number 1. But no, he had C.J. Stroud going number 1.
Okay.
But a lot of the other mock drafts have Bryce Young.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely. I think it's up to those two.
Yeah,
I don't know if
and so Houston and Carolina had the top 2 picks.
Yeah.
They both need
a quarterback.
They both need a quarterback.
And
so
I don't see.
I think those 2 quarterbacks are going 1 and 2.
I don't see Richardson going to either team right away or Levis.
No, it's going to be those 2 top or 1 and 2, and then Arizona has number 3. Have you heard the rumors and controversy going around with Arizona and the number 3 pick?
Possibly, I don't know. Yeah,
so
mention it. And,
so they're
come back to me.
So yeah, Pat McAfee was on a show. So one of an NFL analysis was on there, and he was saying how there is going to be a trade for the number 3 pick. So Indy has number 4, right?
Yeah.
So Indianapolis is going to trade with Arizona.
Possibly.
Their number, allegedly or possibly, this is in talks, but possibly Indiana trading to go up to number 3 and picking up Anthony Richardson. And then Arizona going number 4, and then they would pick up, well, in the mock draft, they have Arizona picking up Will Henderson Jr. from Alabama, the old lineman from Alabama.
And then also a sleeper, Hendon Hooker, Tennessee quarterback.
His mock draft or his draft capital is moving up for sure, just the way he performed and at his pro day and everything. Actually, this mock draft that Todd McShay released today has Hendon Hooker going to Minnesota at number 25.
There you go.
So that's just this mock draft. Obviously, it just doesn't mean it's for sure. But Hendon Hooker possibly to the Vikings on draft night, or Lamar Jackson. There's no news on Lamar Jackson. I heard rumors maybe Vikings are interested in getting Lamar.
Possibly. I think that I don't know. Yeah.
But then also, did you hear that the Ravens are also making a deal
Odell Beckham.
with Odell Beckham?
They made an offer. It's not a deal. Like
they made an offer, which hopefully in the works of getting a deal done.
I don't think so. I think they're going to put an offer out there, but I don't know if. OBJ is not going to go there if he doesn't know who the fuck the quarterback's going to be.
Right. So do you think OBJ is just reaching out tomorrow like, hey, yo, what's going on?
He probably already has. I think he got the offer yesterday. He's probably like, dude, are you playing for Baltimore or what are you doing? He's like, if you're not, then I'm not going there. I'm going to New York and I'm going to play with Aaron Rodgers.
Well, did you hear that?
No, that's
San Francisco 49ers maybe in talk with.
Yeah, so they're gonna have 7
Green Bay.
So they're gonna have like 6 or 7 quarterbacks in their QB room.
Why can't they release?
They can, but I don't think. And the Packers, it's up to them. They don't have to trade them to. They're not going to keep them in NFC.
Well, they
It's
might.
silly.
Who depends what they get, because obviously the Jets aren't giving them what they want.
Yeah, but
so the 49ers
don't have any picks. If you watch Pat McAfee show, they don't have any picks. They don't have first round.
They could get players though.
Yeah, I don't think that the Packers are going to trade him within the NFC.
Yeah, probably not. I don't think so. I think he's going to go to New York for sure. Like I think that's already a done deal.
They're just iron out the.
I don't even
details.
think they're ironing it. I think they're just playing with us and just toying with us. Just waiting.
But I'm hoping that saga. I don't think it's going to end until right before the draft, or I don't know, probably right before the draft, which is not too far away. But yeah, hopefully Lamar makes up his mind, because he came out with that letter saying like he wants to leave. So if he comes back, how are the fans going to feel about him? How are his own teammates going to feel about him? If him asking to be released and then he comes back, kind of, you never know. It could
burn bridges,
possibly lose some respect from his teammates, coaches, the fan base. But
yeah, and I think everyone knows what's going on. Obviously, the players know that he's worth it. Lamar Jackson's the whole Ravens organization. He makes that team, so why not pay him? I mean, if you're not paying the team, then
exactly. I mean, I understand that,
and so I think I think it was more of a threat than a promise. It's saying like, hey, I want to be released, like rather than because the Ravens have a good team, and then if they get OBJ, and then with the running backs, if all those guys can stay healthy, like Gus Edwards,
and they have Rashad Bateman, he's pretty good.
Yeah, they have Rashad Bateman. They have
some injuries, but
yeah, I mean, if the team can stay healthy, they have a solid defense. So Ravens' potential is pretty good, but I don't know. What about I mean, there's a bunch of stuff going on. You got what else? You got draft. Who do you think the Packers are looking at getting in?
They're going to go receiver. I know that there's
I would say
that tight end from Georgia. He went on an official visit to Green Bay. There's some receivers that have gone. You go on your top 30, like your visits. So I think that, we've had a few receivers that have came to Green Bay and visited the Packers facility and organization. So I don't know. I'm thinking receiver or tight end.
You definitely need weapons since you released Lazard, Tunyon. You released both of those guys, and now Jordan Love stepping in if Aaron Rodgers does go somewhere else.
Yeah, I think we're going to get some weapons for sure.
What about protection? Do you have
I think our line's pretty good. I don't think we lost.
Do you lose Bakhtiari?
No.
Bakhtiari
got restructured, yeah. So we haven't lost any. I mean, we have the same O-line. So, and our line was pretty good last year.
Decent, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Now we're going to probably add some people on defense just to build it up, keep it strong. But then, adding weapons for Jordan Love. Because right now we only have like that Samar Tory or whatever, and then Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs. I don't know. It's just going to be a really young team, and thinking of it, like the veterans on the team are O-line, some defenders or defensive players, and then Aaron Jones.
Yeah, so
he's going to be. I think he's going to be a huge facilitator on that offense.
Yeah, so you got a lot of. Where do you think you guys sit at in the division? Bottom?
In the division, I don't say bottom. I think we're going to be better in Chicago, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Chicago added a lot of weapons, added a
lot of defense. They picked up 2 linebackers. Who knows? I don't even know. I'm just trying to.
Lions are looking good too.
Lions are good. They were good last year. Yeah. If I had to pick anybody to lead the NFC North, it's going to be the Detroit Lions.
You think so? Over the Vikings?
Yeah.
Vikings, same people as last year without Thielen, but we got KJ Osborne who showed out when he needed to. So all around.
Did KJ Osborne get traded?
Mm-mm.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Nah, I think he did.
I would look that up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
He might have. I guess I haven't been paying too much. I've been watching basketball and paying attention to NCAA
maybe I could be totally off.
Yeah, who knows? So a lot of stuff going down. So after the Colts, you have Carolina at 1, probably taking Bryce Young. Houston at 2, probably taking C.J. Stroud. Arizona at 3. If they stay at 3, who knows what they do? They probably take a lineman or a defensive line or something. I'm not sure what Arizona, because Arizona's pretty much. Did you hear they're releasing DeAndre Hopkins too?
Yeah, yep.
Because they couldn't get a second round pick for him, so they're just going to release him. So
whoever.
So DeAndre Hopkins might be a free agent.
I could see him going to obviously. A lot of these. Baltimore or Kansas City. Who doesn't want to go to Kansas City?
Yeah, I suppose, but there's a lot of
at
weapons
this point,
City.
these receivers that are veterans that have been in the league, I don't know.
Just want to win ships.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I suppose. And then where's Zeke gonna go? Zeke hasn't been picked up by anybody either.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you got a top running back.
Buffalo, maybe. I don't know. Just like Zeke, he's gonna go to a team that's
maybe the Eagles.
Possibly, yeah.
Because they got rid of Miles Sanders.
He's a good center too.
They got Kenneth
Zeke.
Gainwell. Yeah, last play as a Cowboy, he's landed up on his ass.
Yeah, fucking stupid call, but excuse my language, but that was a dumb call.
Well, it's your old head coach, Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, he's a good coach. So Big Mike.
Anyway,
but other than that, there's not huge. There hasn't been any huge after that. That big, the first 2 weeks or whatever. A lot of trades and stuff like that. But I haven't really seen a ton of new stuff that's came out. It's all about the drama, like the sagas with Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, and then obviously the news about OBJ.
There's just a lot of.
Thielen was a week or so ago,
but a lot of intake on the NFL draft, who's projected and everything like that.
Yeah, this is where.
You got Bijan Robinson for running backs. Like Bijan Robinson is probably going to be top running back off the board.
Where's he? He was a running back at Texas.
Texas, yeah.
Okay.
And then for DBs, I was listening to Pat McAfee, and they had Butler on Darius Butler, and he was saying that the cornerbacks, Devin Witherspoon from
Northwestern
I think it was Illinois. Yeah, Devin Witherspoon from Illinois, or Christian Gonzalez from Oregon. Okay. Are going to be the top 2 cornerbacks off the board.
Yeah,
teams need that. You got
this is going to be good. I think this is a good draft class.
Oh yeah,
I think way better than last year's.
Yeah. So Greeny, I think it was Greeny was saying top 5 the top 5 quarterbacks going in the top 7 picks. Yeah. So it's very quarterback heavy. You got Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, AR-15,
which is good
Richardson, Will Levis, and then Hooker potentially.
Yeah, you could honestly see out of the first 7 picks, 5 quarterbacks off the board, which is good for the teams mid round or into like the late first.
Yeah.
Just because if they're looking for receivers, like some skill players, they're still going to be there if all these teams are going after the quarterbacks.
Right. And then Lucas Van Ness from Iowa.
Oh, yeah.
We're shouting out Iowa from the tournament.
What is he? He's a
DN.
DN. Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah, he's built really big, and then he ran like a 4.58 or a 4.48 or something like that. So quick off the end. But yeah, just a dog too. And then you got a bunch of other names here that I'm not just going to go through all of them. I'm just naming the top ones. But Jalen Carter from Georgia, probably going in top 5. His stock might have dropped a little bit just because of that car accident. Injury
they were talking about that, and somebody came on Pat today and was saying that, I mean, his stock's not going. I still have him going number 1, or if not in the first 3 picks. Like he's a dog.
Right. Dog. Yeah. Right. And then Tyree Wilson, he's projected to go in the top 6 or top 10, I guess, on this list, going to Detroit Lions. But they already have like Aiden Hutchinson and James Houston on the defensive line. Yeah. So they're stacked on the defensive line. So maybe go and get like a corner. Maybe go get Witherspoon. Go get Gonzalez. Maybe with Detroit.
They're going to be good.
I know.
I think they're going to be good.
Their defense is already good. Their offense is like if St. Brown can stay healthy. I know they got rid of Jamal Williams, but then DeAndre Swift, if he can stay healthy.
Yeah. Do you think they might go after a running back too?
Yeah, I don't know. They probably could. Yeah.
Even if it's like a 3rd, 4th round pick. I mean,
Bijan Robinson would be scary on Detroit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of things that could happen with that, and then so Carolina, Houston, Arizona, Colts, and Seattle are top 5, and then Detroit at 6, Raiders at 7. They have Jimmy G as quarterback now. Do they pick up Will Levis if he drops to 7?
I don't know. I think some team has to bank on Garoppolo. I feel like he needs to be like a true
he will be the true starting quarterback, especially with the rookie coming in, but then trained, because he was under Tom Brady for how long?
He was, yeah.
And he's at, people downgrade Jimmy Garoppolo, but I don't think he's had a below 500 season, and he's taken to the Super Bowl.
He's a good leader, but he wasn't in a pass heavy offense either.
Right, he didn't throw. He didn't throw for 350, and and
he's gonna need that with
leadership and everything.
He's gonna need that with Oakland, I think, or Las Vegas. Excuse me. Obviously you have Josh Jacobs, a great running back. But I mean, he have the best receiver in the NFL. Right. He's gonna want the ball, so he's gonna have to step up.
And he can throw. I think I like Jimmy. I like Jimmy G.
Yeah,
I wish we would have got Jimmy G
instead
of Kirk. Nah, I guess I can't say instead of Kirk Cousins, but that was a talk back when we wanted either Kirk Cousins or Jimmy G, or you know what I mean. That was kind of what are the 2 options that we had.
Yeah. Who knows? I'm excited. I mean, it's something to look forward to. The draft. I like the draft. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, for sure. Might want to go down to
I'm not going to go down to it, but I'll have it on. And
that would be pretty sweet.
I usually only watch like the
first round, like on Thursday.
Yeah, I'll watch probably through round 3, and then after that, they kind of pick, and this like the commentators and analysts are just talking, so you don't really know who goes. It just flashes on the bottom of the screen. But I don't really know anybody that's possibly going to go in later rounds. I know that. I mean, I don't know Tucker Kraft, but I mean, he'll probably go in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, I'm not sure a whole lot of the. I usually just pay for attention to the first 10 people, and then I just check my phone. Oh, this guy got drafted. Oh, this.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of like to just focus on who Green Bay brings in,
right?
To see where, because after that they'll have all the draft grades and how each team did in the draft. And
I like seeing those draft grades just to kind of see where each team how they did and everything like that. Also, a talking point: Lamar Jackson to Indiana, or to Indianapolis to the Colts. So the Colts on Pat McAfee. I just popped into my head. But if the Colts go ahead and don't trade with Arizona, stay at number 4, sign Lamar Jackson, and then pick up the O-line, pick up like Will Anderson Jr. from Alabama, that O-lineman.
Yeah, I mean, you have a Hall of Fame running back, and you're gonna bring in a running quarterback.
Yeah, that's what. So that'd be scary.
I mean, okay, and they don't have who's their receivers in Indianapolis.
What's his Michael Pittman Jr.
They have one or two. No,
two plays for the Cowboys.
I don't know. I don't think. I think
Pascal,
hopefully, they figure out a deal in Baltimore. I think he's had great years there.
Won MVP.
Yeah, but
So,
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
It's kind of a wait and see game.
But also, April's heavy with sports. So we got the NBA playoffs starting on April.
Talk about what about that?
Yeah, on April 11th is the first play-in game. I'll read through the top 10 so the playoff picture as of right now. So there's games tonight. So this is Tuesday. We're recording this on Tuesday. We'll drop it tomorrow on Wednesday. But they're as of right now, not accounting these games tonight on Tuesday. For the West, you have the Nuggets, Grizzlies at 2, Kings at 3, Suns at 4, Clippers at 5, Warriors at 6, Lakers at 7.
Let's
so
go.
Lakers jumped. They're on like a 6 out of 7 game win streak, playing really well right now. Pelicans at 8. And so playing game starts at 7. So
7, 8.
So Lakers could
9%.
potentially, because 5 and 6 are the Clippers and the Warriors. They're both sitting at 41 and 38. The Lakers are at 40 and 38.
I think
So if both of those teams lose and Lakers win, they go up to
6.
They go up to 5. They go up to 5.
I would want to sit in that 6th spot because you're playing. Who's in 3rd?
Kings.
Yeah,
Sacramento.
They've made the playoffs in 16 years. I saw. Really young team. Take Lakers with that veteran squad. A lot of them have been to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Many of them have been to like LeBron, AD, been to the finals. Just take that. Don't go 5 because then who you got? You got to play 4, and that is
Suns right now.
Yeah, nah, I don't.
Right
there's
now.
only 3 or 4 games left.
Yeah, so there's only 1 week left. This is the last week, and then the playoffs start.
I don't see much. I don't see a whole ton changing. But you never know.
You got 5, 6, and 7 and 8 are all 41 and 38, and then 7 and 8 are 40 and 38.
Yeah.
So the Pelicans and Lakers. So if they win, and then you have the Timberwolves sitting at 39 and 40, Thunder at 38 and 41, the Mavs at 37 and 42. The Mavs dropped since the Kyrie trade. They dropped like 11 spots.
I know they're in the last 8 games. They're 1-7 since.
Yeah,
and Pat McAfee he mentioned that he went to that game.
Yeah,
I didn't
watch that.
1-7 in the last 8 games. I don't know if I know Kyrie had 44 last night.
I don't know if he really ruins every team he goes to.
Yeah, I think he might just need to retire or something.
So I don't know what's going on with that. But West is really, really hot right now. Like super close race. Like tonight is gonna be huge. Lakers play, Golden State plays.
The Lakers play tonight?
Kings play, Suns play. Yeah.
I
think it's a full slate. I think everyone plays tonight.
Yeah, because I didn't have any games on
yesterday
last night
because of the NCAA championship. Yeah. So I think it's a full slate.
Yeah,
pretty
it
much
is.
Everyone plays.
I believe it is too.
But yeah, so West is really heavy. There's going to be a lot of movement here in the next week. So keep your eyes on the West there and see where things line up. I actually have the Lakers. I put a $20 bet on the Lakers to win the NBA
Jazz
title.
Oh, really?
Yep, to win the NBA title.
Good.
Put a $20 bet to win.
Who knows?
500.
AD's playing fucking phenomenal.
AD's playing well. D'Lo's playing well. Jared Vanderbilt's playing well. LeBron obviously does what LeBron does. So I mean, yeah, they're 5-0 when D'Lo, AD, and LeBron play.
I thought
together.
that was a great pickup. Picking up D'Lo.
So the Lakers are hot right now going into the tournament. That's scary. So
yeah, it's perfect timing.
So it could be that my bet may pay off. So, but then the East, you got East is looking East is kind of decided already. You got the Bucks at 1, Celtics at 2, Sixers at 3, Cavaliers at 4, Knicks at 5, and then the Nets at 6. That's pretty much set. And then you got the play-in. You got the Heat at 7, Hawks at 8, Raptors at 9, Bulls at 10. And then the only other team that could potentially make the play-in, and I don't know how this is possible, but it's Orlando Magic. And they're sitting at like 34 and 42. And the Bulls are sitting at 38 and 40. So I don't know how they can make the play-in tournament.
Yeah, that's a pretty big spread between.
Yeah, and then there's only like 4 games. So yeah, but yeah, East is pretty much set. There's not a whole lot of movement gonna happen.
I think
here.
I think that somebody's one of the teams from the East is gonna win it all. Hopefully the Lakers. I want the Lakers to win the West, but like win it all. But I think that either Milwaukee or Celtics are gonna win it all.
Yeah, Celtics are
2 powerhouse teams.
Bucks are always good. Sixers are looking good. Joel Embiid's been balling out. I don't watch a whole lot of Cavs games. Knicks,
but they're good.
Knicks aren't
Cavs
looking
good.
bad. Jalen Brunson's been balling out. Julius Randle's been balling out. So yeah, I just the West is so interesting. Like when we hit not the East is set, so we don't really need to mention. But the West is I think is gonna change a lot. Just even tonight. So yeah, just pay attention to that. But also talking about basketball, the Naismith Hall of Fame. The nominees were released this week, this past weekend, and so we'll go over those. You got Pau Gasol. So his number was just retired not too long ago, maybe like a month ago, in the Staples Center next to Kobe. So congratulations, Pau Gasol, on being named to the Hall of Fame or nominated to the Hall of Fame.
His jersey's right next to I think they put it right next to Kobe's.
I think
Oh, did you say that? My bad.
But then you got Dwayne Wade, Miami Heat legend. He's going to the Hall of Fame. Dirk Nowitzki.
This is a good class.
It's stacked. Just wait. Tony Parker, obviously a Hall of Famer for the Spurs. Greg Popovich.
He's a coach.
Hall of Fame coach for the Spurs.
Shit,
so
congratulations. You can put that team out and they'd...
right? Pau Gasol, Dwayne Wade, Dirk Nowitzki, Tony Parker. And then, just have Greg Pop as the center.
That's impressive.
But then Becky Hammon. She's a Rapid City native. She went to Rapid City Stevens, then went to Colorado State. She actually went undrafted in the 1998 NBA or women's NBA draft or WNBA draft. Got drafted by New York Liberty. Finished her career at the San Antonio Stars, and then she actually went on to coach the San Antonio Spurs about 4 or 5 years ago. And then now is the head coach for the Las Vegas Aces. And just won a WNBA title last year with the Las Vegas Aces.
Did they win it last year?
Yep, in 2022. Congratulations, Becky Hammon from South Dakota, Rapid City, South Dakota. So that's fucking dope. And then you got Gene Keady. You probably don't know him. He was a Purdue head coach, most winningest coach in Purdue history, with 493 wins and second in Big Ten history, right behind Bob Knight. So just legends all around. And then Gary Blair was the Texas Tech women's basketball coach. David Hickson. 42 years at Amherst College. Don't know a whole lot about Amherst.
Never heard.
Gene Bess was the former head coach at Three Rivers Community College in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. He is actually the most winningest coach in college basketball with 1,300, so 1,300 wins and 416 losses.
There you go.
Yeah, and you also coached
Latrell. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you coached Latrell Sprewell. I don't know if you know.
I have no clue who that is.
Yeah, Latrell Sprewell is pretty good. Turned out to be a pretty good NBA player. And then Jim Valvano was NC State head coach. But yeah, those 11, 12 people were named to the Naismith Hall of Fame.
Congrats.
Yeah. So that was my
favorite.
Dope.
Who's your favorite out of those top four? You got to go D-Wade, baby.
Yeah, D-Wade.
I like Dirk too.
I like Dirk.
Never really saw or watched Pau that much.
With Kobe?
Not much. I mean, I was probably 6, 7.
Yeah, probably somewhere around there.
Move mic up. But yeah,
somewhere around there. Tony Parker too. I remember.
I watched him play.
These guys were all. And then Becky Hammon from South Dakota. Outstanding Hall of Fame class being inducted this year. So. Congratulations to all of them, and then just keep an eye on the NBA race, especially in the West.
Start heating up here. I mean, when playoffs
teams are going to actually start trying.
Yeah, play defense.
You're going to see LeBron block it off the glass when Andrew
Iguodala. Hopefully, he still has it.
Game 7, remember that with the Cavs? That was dope. Anyway, also the
Masters are starting.
On April 6th.
So that's
2 days.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. The Masters start. Pumped about that. Tiger Woods is coming back and playing in that. Fred Couples, he might be too young for Fred Couples.
I've heard of his name, but I'm not sure.
He's playing in it. So
there's a lot of old heads, huh?
So it's So I mean, there's a lot of these are all big names, and then some old guys come in and play like Tiger.
It'd be pretty cool to see Tiger make the cut. I don't know.
Tiger, Tony Finau, not Tony Finau. He's been, but Vijay Singh.
Vijay Singh, have no clue who that is.
Yeah, so he's an old head, but he's come back to play. And then they always have one amateur who qualifies for the Masters that wins their amateur
tournament,
the big tournament.
And then they get an
qualifies them for the Masters. And so there's always one amateur.
Who is that? Charlie Woods?
Probably not. That dude's like 10. But Victor Hovland was the amateur back in like 2020 or 2019 when he made his appearance on the PGA. And that's kind of where I learned about Victor Hovland. He's going to be playing in it this weekend. So a lot of big names. Odds to win the Masters. Scotty Scheffler. He is number one to win.
What about Max Homa?
Max Homa is, where did I put him? Max Homa is plus 2,500.
Okay.
So if you put a $10 bet down, you win $250.
Okay.
So, but yeah, and that's to win the whole thing. But
Yeah.
I mean, Tiger Woods is plus 7,000. So if you put a $10 bet down, you win 700. And
So
then,
you might as well put more than toss a 20 down.
yeah, then you win
1,400.
Yeah, and then Fred Couples, the old guy, he's known for, he's won a couple Masters and stuff like that, but he's plus 250,000.
Holy.
So if you put $10, you win 2,500.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I mean, the likelihood of those guys winning.
Right. Yeah, that's
But
why.
you know,
the odds
anything
are
can
like
happen.
that.
That's why you play.
But yeah, so Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, dog from England,
Yep.
John Rahm, Jordan Spieth. I love Jordan Spieth. He's probably one of my top players, right along Max Homa and Victor Hovland. Those are probably my top 3 favorite players. Do you know who? I guess you don't really watch.
I don't watch
PGA.
don't watch a ton of golf, but no, I mean, I'd probably go Max Homa.
Yeah, I
kind of like him.
Yeah,
you used to watch him, and I kind of started following along. No, but I'm speaking of golf. I mean, we can get out there this weekend. I know that.
Yeah, it's supposed to
next
be,
week is supposed to be, I think, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, anywhere from low 70s to low 80s.
Yeah, so this weekend is supposed to. So right now it's raining, snowing.
Hopefully this is the last, and it looks like could be.
Yeah, snow's actually melting.
Rain, snow.
Like my yard is completely grass now. It's no snow on there.
Yep,
so
same over at our place.
But yeah, it's going to be warming up into the 70s, mid 70s on Saturday and Sunday. So it would be excellent to get out and knock the dust off on the golf swing.
Yeah. I wouldn't even mind just like hitting the range or something.
Yeah, range. Yeah, I would definitely go to the range rather than,
Yeah,
because I think it's probably going to be too wet.
I'm guessing so, especially if it's going to be
raining.
I mean, not raining, but just that
snow
warm.
Melt. Oh yeah, when all the snow melts, the grass is gonna be wet, so probably no carts, and golf sucks without a cart.
Exactly.
But no, yeah. So PGA coming up. Dude, April is a huge month.
Yeah.
This weekend you have UFC.
Huge UFC. Israel Adesanya is fighting Alex Pereira.
Yep,
they fought
that's
before.
A rematch. Yeah.
That's a rematch. They fought before. Alex Pereira ended up winning that one.
There's also one other big one on that.
Yeah, I gotta look up that card. But that's the one I'm looking forward to. I know Logan Dunnigan's a huge Izzy fan, so
Adesanya,
and he'll be putting a bet down for sure.
Is his nickname the Last Airbender?
Last Stylebender.
Yeah. I love Adesanya. He's cocky as fuck, and he crawls on the cage and shit. I love that shit.
But yeah, that's gonna be great. I like Alex Pereira too. He's a dog. Like, he just looks like a mean dude
for sure.
But I can kind of go through.
Yeah, just
you probably won't know a ton of these people, but
just do the main card. I don't
Alex
really care
Pereira,
about
Gilbert Burns fights Jorge Masvidal. You know Jorge, he's the one that knocked Ben Askren out, and Gilbert Burns. Rob Font versus Adrian Yanez, and then for welterweight Kevin Holland versus Santiago Ponzinibbio. I've never heard of him. And then crazy thing is Raul Rosas Jr. He might be, I don't know if he's the youngest, but one of the youngest in the UFC. I think he's like 19 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, 19.
And he's 7-0. He's fighting Christian Rodriguez.
Hell
yeah. Other than that,
did you hear that Endeavor signed a deal with so Endeavor owns UFC right now, right?
I thought they owned.
No, Endeavor owns UFC.
Okay.
And then WWE.
But they combined.
They signed a merger with Endeavor.
Yeah, $21 billion.
Yeah,
right?
so WWE is worth $9.8 billion, and UFC is worth $12.1.
Yeah, crazy.
So there's going to be one big martial or like a combat sport entertainment type deal, but everything's going to be included in one. So that's going to be dope. I'm excited to see how that shapes out. Have UFC or WWE down in Dubai or like some crazy shit.
That'd be crazy.
There's going to be a lot of crazy updates.
But yeah, WWE WrestleMania just finished up. Was it done tonight or was it last night?
Last Sunday.
No, because I think there was some on Monday too.
Was there?
Yeah. Great. I was kind of following Logan Paul. He's kind of gotten into the WWE.
Yeah, how did he do? I didn't get to see.
I didn't see. I just saw like a little clip of him jumping off the top rope.
Damn. But I saw Pat McAfee. He was at.
That was pretty cool.
He
was
at WrestleMania.
So was George Kittle.
Cool. George Kittle was there, and they took on the Miz, and Pat McAfee was doing backflips and shit, and like high kicks, like punter kicks and shit to the Miz's face. And
he's a character. Definitely.
definitely
good at what he does. Yeah.
Definitely. That was awesome. I liked seeing that shit. So that was pretty crazy. And then that WWE merger with UFC and Endeavor, that's huge for the world fighting. Or I don't even know how combat sports.
Pretty much. I mean, I
don't know what
I don't know if
guys
WWE is worth combat, but like, fighting
Right.
community, I guess.
Yeah, so that's dope. And then again on April 22nd, you have Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia in boxing.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely watching that one.
Both undefeated. So Gervonta Davis is 28-0 with 26 knockouts. Ryan Garcia is 23-0 with 19 knockouts.
Okay.
So they're both heavy hitters. Both young. Gervonta Davis, what is he? 23, and then Ryan Garcia is like 20.
Yeah, Ryan Garcia is young. I mean, they're both very young.
And both dogs.
I think he might. I don't know if Garcia has a little bit longer at reach. I'm not sure.
I know he's a little bit taller.
I know Tank's a little bit. He's a tank.
Yeah, he's shorter and stumpier, but he definitely packs a lot of power, dude. 26 knockouts
I'll be watching
in 28
that.
fights. Yeah, that's nuts. And then that's not even like the big fight. Obviously, that's drawn all the attention with the names and stuff. But the big fight is actually David Morrell and Sina Abiko. This is a title fight. It's Morrell. He's just got into the UFC, so he's only fought 8 times. He's 8-0, has 7 knockouts.
UFC, you mean boxing?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to say UFC, but boxing. So he's 8-0 in boxing, has 7 knockouts.
Oh, okay.
And this is his 5th title.
I've never heard of
fights.
either of those guys.
Yeah, I'm not huge into boxing, but I was just reading in on it, and this is gonna be like a crazy fight. So yeah, Morrell just started 8-0, 7 knockouts, and then Obiko is 27-2 with 21 knockouts, and that's for the title.
Okay.
So that's pretty crazy.
So yeah, you're right. A lot of sports going on. Month of April is crazy.
Yeah. So yeah. Just reviewing what we kind of talked about. I mean, there's obviously a bunch of stuff going on and a bunch of stuff that we could, like, if we could come out with the podcast every day, we would, because there's always new stuff that we could talk about that we can touch every day. So I mean, that's probably why the Pat McAfee show is as good as it is, just because they do update us every day and stuff like that. But
and it is their job. Yeah.
Well, they made it their job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be a pretty nice job, huh?
Yeah, and just play fucking pickleball in the morning and then go.
He was supposed to make an announcement. I don't know, but he signed that huge deal with FanDuel, right? The $120 million 4-year, or something like that. And he says that there's some like whispers that he's leaving FanDuel and going somewhere else. Like I've heard maybe YouTube TV or YouTube. He might sign a contract with YouTube. And then what was the other one?
For sports betting?
No, for FanDuel. No, FanDuel is the one that he...
sports betting?
No. He for their podcast too.
No, I don't think he has any contracts with FanDuel besides sports betting. I think he talked about this and said that they don't have any ownership of the Pat McAfee show.
So they can leave. But then they wouldn't have... I don't think FanDuel would let them have it if they went to a different company like YouTube or Amazon.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't get into all of that stuff. But yeah, anyway, Pat McAfee show is fucking phenomenal. I love that show. Just reviewing what we kind of talked about today. Big thing is we want to get you guys the NCAA tournament, the TEW Confrontational March Madness Bracket Challenge, Flip 25 and Big Blue 096. Those are the 2 winners for the $150 to first to Flip 25 and then $50 to Big Blue. But we don't really know who you guys are. Who you guys are. So if you guys want to reach out to us, if you have our phone number, just DM us or comment on the YouTube video here. That just let us know who you are. That way we can get you paid and everything. Yeah, just give us hit us up. Maybe privately send us your Venmo. We'll get you paid. Like you said, if they want to come on the podcast, they definitely can. But if you just want your money and go, that's fine too. Yeah, that's why. We would definitely want to get you paid. And if we don't hear anything from anybody within 1 or 2 weeks, we'll probably move it down to 2nd and 3rd place. So if 2nd place reaches out, but 1st place doesn't, after a certain amount of period, we want to make sure that we get the people paid. So we'll probably just move it down to 2nd and 3rd place. 2nd we'll get the 150 and 3rd we'll get the 50. So yeah, just reach out and let us know who you are. That way we can get you your money. Get everything wrapped up. Yep. And so NCAA bracket challenge, Flip 25, Big Blue 096. Let us know who you are so you can get paid. Yeah, and congratulations. Yep, congratulations. Yeah, that was awesome. That was fun. We'll probably do it again next year. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if we're not even if we're not doing the podcast or what have you, we want to get as many people, because that was fun. Yeah, I like tracking it and stuff like that. And then shout out to UConn men's basketball, winning the Natty Tighty 2023 Natty Tighty, and then LSU for women winning the women's 2023 Natty Tighty, and then NFL draft coming up on April 27th. That's gonna be fun. There's gonna be a lot of I mean, probably not a lot of movement anymore until after the draft. Like Zeke will probably get traded out or moved after the draft. People, they want to get their team set and then see, hey, what additional pieces do we need, and stuff like that. So, be on the lookout. See who you want to go, or see who you're looking at projecting to go into the top 5, top 10 of the draft. Huge paychecks go to those players too. Signing bonuses and
I think we'll probably have a special guest on for that. Maybe
for the draft. I think
before or after.
Or during. We might even do a special on Thursday night. We'll try to figure out, I don't know if I know how to do this, but we'll try to figure out how to do a live premiere. Where we're watching it as you guys are watching us watch it. Maybe like a live.
And then I think it still records, so you can still have
records
it
and
put
then
up
you
on
can,
YouTube.
Right. So kind of like the Pat McAfee. So that'd be sweet. We'll try to do that. But we'll definitely have a guest on. I think you got one lined up already. So we'll definitely have a guest on for the draft night. And then NBA playoffs start next week on the 11th. I think that's Tuesday. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
That is Tuesday. Yep.
And so NBA playoffs are starting. It's nuts. You got the Masters this weekend. You got
some UFC fights.
This is
gotta be one. This is a huge card.
Huge card, or at least for the main fight, Adesanya versus Pereira.
That's gonna be
is that Pereira, right?
Alex Pereira.
And so a huge fight for UFC, and then you got boxing, Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis on April 22nd. So April's full of sports. You got MLB that just kicked off. We forgot to mention that.
I got some new rules.
Season was last
new rules. Integrated.
The
pitch count and everything like that.
Right. So MLB just kicked off opening week was last week. So
we can dive into that once the season gets going. I mean, they're only in the game 4 or 5.
Yeah, because I totally forgot to put that in my notes about MLB kicking off.
We'll wrap it up, and we'll touch on that.
Next up, we'll do some research because I'm not huge into baseball. I have a bunch of buddies that are big into baseball.
Yeah, I'm not huge either, but I think I might start watching more, especially if it's going to be on. It's on all the time, too.
Yeah,
with that many games, they have 160-something games.
Yeah, 12 o'clock in the afternoon until 12 midnight. So.
Yeah. Who did you have a favorite MLB team?
I'm a Minnesota kind of guy. I like the Timberwolves and the Twins, just because they're close. I do like the Royals, though, Kansas City Royals, because I lived down there and then went to their games. That was fun. I like going to the Royals games. I don't know. I'm more of a player guy. I like the Angels. Shohei
Ohtani.
Ohtani, yeah. Did you see him in he was playing for Japan?
Yeah, the WBC.
And beat USA.
I watched. Me and my roommates watched that game.
Mm-hmm. And he threw a no hitter and hit the game-winning home run, didn't he, or something?
No, he threw to the last pitch. I mean, I think it was they already had 2 outs. The U.S. team had 2 outs, and who was the guy that he threw to? I can't remember. But it was his teammate, and struck him out to win the whole thing. Yeah. But he's a beast. I mean, dude, they're saying anywhere when he does resign, whether it's with the Angels or another team, that he's going to get a $600+ million deal. Yeah, dude, he's the best player ever since Babe Ruth. He is talented, can pitch, can hit. I don't know. Do you know Babe Ruth was a pitcher too? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he's the best. So that's nuts. So it's pretty cool, and he's young too. I mean, he's not. Yeah. So he's very old. We'll get into baseball. I'm gonna do my research on baseball. I'll probably start watching a little more. Yeah. Might even download MLB The Show and play that. That's fun too. Yeah, for sure. But no, yeah. So bunch of stuff going on in April as far as sports. I don't really have anything else. I mean, we touched on a bunch of stuff, and all the big events that have happened, we kind of touched on, and I still think that it's awesome that the women's tournament got so much viewership than it did. It's picking up, and it's going to gain a following. It just creates more excitement for even next year's tournament or even regular season for people to kind of follow, and I'm definitely gonna be following Caitlin Clark. I'll be following, watching regular season games for sure.
Yeah, we'll see how see
She's
how
able to keep
senior year and then
that going.
WNBA, she's gonna be a number 1 overall pick somewhere for sure. Angel Reese will probably be number 2, or those two are gonna be number 1, number 2. Like it's gonna be it's fun. It's fun watching the female, especially when they score 100 points in a game.
And they can shoot too.
Yeah,
I mean, they're lights out. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was fun. So I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
I don't think so. I think we touched on everything that we needed to, and then like we said, we'll just start watching some baseball, and then we can kind of touch on that in future podcasts.
Yeah, we'll have guests on and stuff like that. So that know more about baseball than we do.
Us some knowledge.
That we can pick their brain and stuff like that. So. Thank you guys for tuning in to episode number 10 of TEW Confrontational.
Yes, sir.
We'll keep grinding on the videos, probably once a week, if not maybe 2 a week. So we'll see how the things turn out. But yeah, thanks again for tuning in. TEW Confrontational. Until next time, peace.